and welcome to the Femme Fiasco podcast, or welcome back if you're new. I'm Venice.
And I'm Autumn.
And I messed up the intro.
I was gonna say, I think that's... Hold on, have you seen the... Stop.
Sorry.
Have you seen... the fucking...
You stop!
I'm sorry, have you seen the clip from the new, Wonka movie where it's fucking Timothy Chalamet, he's like... He's like, flip it, reverse it.
No, I haven't. We pulled up.
Talk about that in our podcast.
It's so funny. He's like, scratch that, flip it, reverse it.
So stupid.
I'm gonna need you to find that. That is so
Oh,
funny.
in the whole, Wonka get-up, too. And I was like, it, made me crest. You know, and I say that shit to my mom all the time now. I'm actually,
That is so funny.
scratch that.
Scratch that.
And it's, the whole, millennial, the whole anime.
I need to see that. That is fucking awesome. Yeah, I've heard there's a little craze going on about Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Shuglaboo.
Sugarlaboo.
Oh, I thought that was him. It's a woman with a...
It's totally an ad.
Chocolate. So quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that. Reverse it.
Oh, I have seen that. God damn
So quiet up and listen down.
it. Scratch that. Reverse that.
Scratch that. Reverse it. So fucking funny.
That is mad crazy.
I'm what they call a chocolate maker. It's like, okay, boss.
Okay, boss. Is that out yet? It's not out yet.
I think it is
Oh,
out.
It is out?
I don't. We should go see.
I'm down.
Scratch that. We do
We
a
have to
review.
see if you. We have to have a few drinks before we see it, though.
We do a
for
review.
Sure.
Wonka.
Wonka.
Wonka. Apparently,
Wonka.
it's not out yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm
we're gonna
coming
do
for you. Oh, I'm coming for you.
We're gonna
bitch.
be there.
It's an hour and 56 minutes. This is almost a 2-hour film.
Duh.
Dah. About Wonka.
Hopefully the credits
Dah.
are 10 minutes long because of how big the production and shit was.
Hopefully
So
they bring
maybe
back
it's,
Augustus Gloop. And Violet Beauregard.
The OG actors, and they're probably old as fuck now. Or you
No,
mean just
the characters in general.
Oh, yeah.
But that would be awesome if they brought back But
The
there's
old
also
fucks.
they would probably, I don't know, because there's an original.
Mm-hmm.
The original's scary. Have you ever seen the first one, not the Johnny Depp one?
The Willy Wonka one.
Yeah, where it's
Oh yeah, it's that old fuck that's already dead with the curly hair.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Put some respect on it.
that's what I
Sorry about that.
fucking...
My bad. Sorry.
Oh, fuck. That's already
Anywho.
Sorry about that, you guys. My bad for the insensitivity there. I'll apologize
Jesus
for that.
Christ, God bless his soul. Anywho, and
Sorry about
I'm
that.
usually the insensitive one.
Oops. He's good.
That curly-headed fuck. Isn't he dead? Whoa.
Whoa, my bad.
Yikes.
Yoink, Scoo.
Oh my god.
Oh, good.
That one's so, what's the name of the villain in that one? I forgot. Or, the fake villain. Because he said something funny.
Girl, I don't remember. I would get such bad anxiety watching those movies as a kid, so I probably trauma blocked it.
Oh my god. Do you remember whenever he was like, you lose! Good test! That one's
Yes.
freaks the fuck out at this 11-year-old.
Yes.
You lose!
You lose. No, I do. Unfortunately, that is scary, and I think that's why I didn't fuck with it as a kid, because I was
No,
like,
to be if this grown man just promised me a chocolate factory and I passed every test, didn't get blown up into a fucking blueberry, didn't go down the trash chute, I passed every test. Actually, no, because in the first one, him and his grandpa did fuck up, because they drank the soda,
oh,
which
yeah.
you're not supposed to do.
Arnar. Okay, but that's not nearly as bad as that fucking one kid getting sucked up into the chocolate tube of the chocolate river. You know what I'm talking about?
Augustus.
Augustus.
Yeah, that's definitely bad. That's
Yeah.
definitely, an HR problem.
Problem.
They're gonna,
Yeah, I mean, what, they sipped some,
they're gonna have to,
soda?
reach out to OSHA or something.
Oh, shit.
They're gonna get shut down.
Send him an email.
First of all, the Oompa Loompas itself, they're gonna get shut down.
Yeah.
They cannot be living in that cannot be a working wage. I don't believe it.
No, and I feel for some reason I'm getting overworked vibes.
Wonka's a colonizer. He took those poor, what do they fucking called Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas.
And brought them back so that he could make them bust their ass for his chocolate.
Pretty much Gru with his minions.
No,
Made them steal the moon. Or did Gru actually technically?
No, Gru
do
went
it?
to the
yeah,
moon.
Yeah, duh.
Like, they just helped build in the ship. You remember? Because his
Yeah.
thing got dyed pink. I love the first Despicable Me. I watched it a
Sorry,
trillion
man.
times.
Also, how the fuck did we get on this tangent?
It was the fucking intro. I can't.
Yeah, I fucked the intro
Flip it,
bad.
reverse it.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're sorry. That was a good tangent.
Yep. 5
Let us-
minutes in of Willy Wonka.
Of just straight Willy Wonka. Let us know if you guys want us to do a Wonka review. We could
Yeah, we could talk about the whole thing.
that'd
Debunk
be
it.
fucking hilarious.
dive.
Let us know if you want a Wonka review when it comes out, and we'll be the first bitches
Yeah.
there.
Please, yeah, we'll go.
We'll go. Fuck it.
Yeah, we have to. I feel like we should drink a little bit.
Or a lot.
Or not.
Or a lot.
We can drink a lot too. That's fine.
Do you think movie theaters in other states like serve alcohol?
Probably. Do they let us know?
Really? Yeah, I want to know.
I'm
That'd
gonna
be
look
really
that up. We're looking that up right now. Actually.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be a great way to like cocktails or
Yeah.
mixed drinks. Like maybe they have a bar.
Well, I know that
Maybe nicer
yeah.
ones, but like I'm talking about like a fucking Cinemark and like a
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I know that the Fat Cats that was just built right over here. I just poked myself. in the head. You know the Fat Cats that's over in the Yonders or whatever the fuck. The new one that they built. I know it says like they have a grill and shit, and they also have like a movie theater. And I know I looked it up. You can get alcohol in like the food grill area. I just don't know if you can like drink it and like bring it into the movie theater. I don't know if it's like you have to go eat dinner and get drunk there and then go to the movie theater. Like I've never been, so I don't know. But I'm looking it up right now.
That's kind of interesting. I don't know, but I feel like that's a there might be a lot of problems with that.
Yeah, maybe not in the U.S. I could see like Amsterdam having some cool fucking shit like that, where it's like a movie theater that
Yeah.
you can like drink and smoke in.
Yeah, but I don't think the U.S. would. The
We're
U.S.
not
would
cool.
allow smoking, but not weed. They'd let you smoke like cigarettes or something, shit like that. Because the U.S. does
Because that's what we want to smoke in the
because
movie
the U.S. does
theater is
not care about
cigarettes.
your health. They're like,
No.
yeah, fuck it. They're fine.
Oh, they're fine.
They're fine.
There's like infants in the movie theater.
Put him in a smoking theater.
Yeah. There's like, oh, there's not an age restriction on the smoking theaters.
Oh no,
No.
no. You can smoke anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Smoking right now. Smoke them if you got them.
I'm smoking.
Smoking on the job.
Yeah. Duh.
Duh. Okay, again.
You see like the guys at the cashier stands at the movie theater. They got a full fucking lit up cigarette.
and he's,
They're
you
like,
go-
he like goes to like take your tickets. He like hand him your tickets. You know the guy that like tells you which theater to go to. He's got a full blown
he's
cigarette.
like,
Lit.
does it in one drag. He's like,
Those videos are crazy. I've seen a video of a guy doing that.
oh, you're gonna be in theater 12. Over to your right.
Past the bathroom.
He like rips the ticket. That's great. Everyone's smoking. We're all
Everyone's
smoking. That's
We're all
great.
smoking.
Again, another tangent. Our bad. But let us know if you fucking want a movie review. And I mean like paranormal activity. Because
Yeah.
we're going into like we're gonna talk about like some paranormal stuff. So like it like kind of goes because like Paranormal Activity is like a really good movie. So terrible segue.
Terrible segue. It's fine.
But the first Paranormal Activity is obviously the best one and like the actual scary one. The rest of them, man, I don't. I'm sorry, I do not care about all that lore. There's like
It was a
7.
lot.
I'm like, I do
Yeah.
not care.
7 of them. Bitch, what is this? Home Alone.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Also, how much? All the lore for Home Alone. It's like
Yeah.
I get it. Like 2 is fine. 3, we're done. We're pushing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
This is too.
And 3 would have been fine with original casting, and then after 3
Yeah.
it would have been complete. Like, you can't do a 4.
No.
You cannot do a 4.
And it strictly should have
Cut it.
been Macaulay Culkin in the 3rd.
Yep.
The 3rd one fucking sucked.
You could have done even different robbers, but it had to have been the kid in
Yeah,
that same
it had to
family.
have been Macaulay Culkin and the mom.
And that family,
And the dad,
yeah.
like the same family, and
Yeah.
Kevin, like it had to be.
Yeah, and you had to have, I feel like you kind of had to have Buzz, like the older brother.
Yeah,
He's
I just
funny
called
as
him
fuck.
Kevin. I don't know why I did
Kevin.
that.
Kevin.
That's the son's name.
Yeah.
Kevin!
Kevin, yeah.
Fuck. But, oh my god, did you see like the newer one where it was like, it was kind of sad.
I
It's
don't
like,
think I did.
I didn't see it, but I saw like somebody do a review of it, and it's like, the robbers are basically down on their luck parents who think this kid stole something from them while they were having like an estate sale. So technically, they just like want to go get their shit back because apparently, like, this is some like a really pricey antique,
Yeah.
and like they could actually get some money and like keep their house.
Yeah.
And then this like little shit is just like shooting them with like billiard balls, and like
What the fuck? Why did it have to take that turn?
no, I didn't understand it. It's like just this little British fuck of a boy. It's like if James Corden was a little boy.
Yeah, that's not a good plot.
It's bad. I was like,
Nope.
so poor parents trying to save their home.
By stealing from a kid? Did they
But-
thought stole
but
from
they're
them?
Yeah, but it's like, so, what?
It's weird.
No, it's so stupid.
I don't like the lore.
Hate the
writing,
lore.
Unfortunately. Cut it. Well, about like one of my favorite paranormal activity shows is Zach fucking what is it, Zach Bagans? What is his last name? Do you know who I'm talking
Zach
about?
McGrath.
Zach
I don't fucking know.
I think it's Zach Bagans. I don't know if I'm saying his
Zach
name
Bangin'?
right. Bangin. Bagans, I think. I don't know,
Baggins?
but he like does all this like professional paranormal shit. He like goes to haunted places and like tries talking to the spirits with the, like spirit boxes and shit.
Do you
You've seen
think
those, right?
Do you think that's real?
Yeah.
Do you think haunted places are real?
Yeah, because I've definitely had like spirit interactions like within like the last week. Like they're all the time. It's so annoying.
That's
Dude.
very-
It like actually it's like I've dealt with like kind of paranormal shit I feel like my whole life. So I'm not to a point where I'm like scared of it. It's more of like annoying. It's like, can you knock it off?
It's like, girl.
Yeah. It's
Like, write a
bitch,
message in the
please.
mirror, like, of this theme in the shower. It's like, get out. And you're just like, girl, shut up.
No, for
Girl.
real. No,
Girl,
for
please, you get
real.
out.
No, for real. I
You
think
get
I
out.
already told you this, but the most like recent annoying fucking thing was that I was just like chilling in my fucking bedroom or whatever, just like vibing out, and I was like, I had just gotten out of the shower and I was like putting on a shirt, so like there was like I was not touching like my ankle. I wasn't like I was standing still putting something on. Like I wasn't fucking with my ankle. Well, out of nowhere, I got like a sharp burning sensation on my ankle, and I was like, what the fuck? It feels like I just got scratched. And I literally looked down at my ankle, and as I'm looking at it, I like saw a scratch start to appear. And now I have this like, I don't know if you can see it on camera. If you can, great. But I have like a scratch right here that it's like all fucking...
It's still there. What
Yeah,
the
it's still
fuck?
there, and it was like all bloodied up. It was like scabbed and everything.
I saw it at work. It was like actually kind of fucked. It like looked like
Yeah.
almost like not like I feel like that's gonna be like I might get taken down, but almost like as if it was like cut with something. Like it was like a
Yeah.
really straight line,
Yeah, it was like very
and it was
straight,
like
yeah.
way too long to be cut from like shaving.
Yeah, oh no, and I felt it happen in the moment because, like, I would have seen it. I had just, like, lotioned my whole body. I had felt fine. Nothing happened. I would have seen it. And I, like, know when, especially when I scratch myself, I know those. Like, bruises, I'll have random bruises show up, and I'm like, how'd I do that? But a scratch, I always know because I can, like, feel it.
And I feel like you and I also have like sensory issues, so it's like
I
I feel
have
like
bad
the
sensory
minute like
issues.
we get out of the shower, like we have a routine, and it's like I would know if I had a giant fucking cut on my leg.
Oh, same.
Like if I was in the shower, and then I would slightly divert from that routine.
Oh, yeah, same. No, like, I know when I cut myself.
Yeah.
And I literally felt it in that moment, and which it's like, believe me or don't, I know I sound fucking crazy, but I literally watched the scratch appear on my leg as I looked down at my ankle. Like, I watched the redness
Okay,
show
Harry
up.
Potter.
Like, and that's why she's a Gryffindor.
Okay, Harry Potter.
Okay.
Okay. It's like the fucking wand on his forehead as a baby. Great. Duh.
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 Me and Harry are one. One and Harry.
It's just fucking Harry. It's just
It's
Voldemort.
Hogwarts, the whole entire lore, it's real.
Yeah, it's actually real. I actually went there.
Yeah.
I went there
Same.
this summer whenever I performed on Broadway while I had cancer. It was great. It was great.
The lore of lies.
And then guess what? They took away
What?
my cancer with magic.
That's
Magic.
sick. That's sick,
Turn to
dude.
page 394.
That's a really good Snape
Magic.
voice. That's
Oh,
good.
I love Snape. Snape's great.
We should make a loop of that. You just saying magic.
Magic.
I'm down. I think that's good.
You want to see me stick this wand down my throat?
That's good. That's good.
Oh, I love Snape. He's great.
Well, have you had any paranormal activity happen to you personally?
Luckily, no, dude. I don't know if I could fucking deal with that shit. I think,
God
like,
bless.
I
What's up?
just put out a vibe, bro. And it's like, listen, I'm trying to do my thing. Like,
Yeah.
y'all do your thing. I ain't got shit to say, but, like, my mom
Yeah.
grew up in, like, a fucking haunted house. Like, in a
Really?
haunted house, yeah. She lived in Florida in, like, St. Augustine or something like that.
Mhm.
And they, like, lived in this big fucking house. And apparently, like, at night, the dishwasher would, like, glow green. And
Fuck off.
there would, like, they would think that there was people in their house, like, when they would get home.
Mhm.
And, I don't know, crazy. Just, like,
That
a
is
whole,
crazy.
a whole lot of crazy bunch of stories.
Oh, that is crazy.
I was like, oh, no.
Oh no.
And apparently, like, St. Augustine is, like, pretty, like, a haunted place in general.
Oh, that's scary.
So,
Does she have any stories like that you can recall? If you don't have any, that's fine.
I mean, like, they would always come home from school. Like, they would walk home from school. And they would go into their house and they would, like, be screaming and, like, just, like, my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, her siblings would, like, go in the house and be, like, banging on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, we're here! Like, just so in case, if anybody was there, they would, because at first they thought it was, like, maybe somebody's fucking stalking us. Or, like,
Oh, yeah, that was,
'cause-
which that's probably the first thought you'd have.
Yeah,
is
so,
that
like-
it's a person in the house.
and then obviously, like, it's a single mom with fucking 5 little kids, and the single mom is at work most of the time, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta have a brave face when you enter your home
Yeah.
like that, because I'm pretty sure my grandma wasn't there whenever,
Mm-hmm.
like,
That's-
they would do that shit.
That is no fun though.
Yeah, and then eventually, like, some other, like, weird, crazy shit happened, like, the dishwasher glowing green, and, like, one time my uncle, like, punched a hole through the wall, and my grandma was like, well, why did you do that? And he was like, so I could, like, let him out. They, like, were begging me to let him out. Like, they're
Oh,
in the
what the
walls. They're in the walls. They were begging me to let him out. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck? Does he like remember saying that at all, like to this day, or was it like
Probably, but
that's crazy?
no.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how, like, much of
Yeah.
a good source that is from
Yeah.
his perspective, but, like, I believe my mom.
Yeah.
I believe your mom.
What if you That is so crazy.
Yeah, it still is crazy though. I'm pretty sure he was like a little boy though, like when that
Mhm.
happened. So it's like that's a little more
Oh,
like
that-
not like 10, but like probably like maybe like 13, like 12, 13. So I don't know.
But that's still, I feel like that still would make sense. Though, You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
yeah.
That's scary.
Fuck that.
No.
No. So thankfully I have not had any paranormal activity, and knock on wood that
Queen.
I won't have any. Knock on glass, save your ass.
Knock on glass, save your
Um,
ass. I've never heard that. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I heard it from somebody else.
Slay.
Big
Big
slave.
slay. Well, my other little paranormal experience, it was here when I was home. I was downstairs.
Oh wait, this is scary.
Yeah,
You
this
told me
is
this the other
so
day at
scary.
work. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what? That's scary.
Yeah, so I was home and I go upstairs and I like was talking to Kai's mom and she's like, "Oh, I have to like go to work or whatever." And this was like a few months ago. And I was like, "Oh, okay, like cool. Awesome. Like I'm just have the day off. Like I'm just dicking around doing laundry, whatever the fuck it may be." And so I heard her leave, so I came upstairs and I had like turned all the big lights off because it was morning time and I was like still kind of waking up. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll turn off like the big lights and stuff." But I did open like the blinds just for natural light, and I like turned the TV off and just like was just like talking to Buddy the dog upstairs for a second, just being like, "Hey buds, like what's up?" Made some breakfast and shit. Came back downstairs, and while I'm down here just like eating my waffles that I made for
Slay.
breakfast, I hear like footsteps upstairs. It kind of sounds like I heard the garage maybe open or like the door open. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I definitely heard footsteps upstairs. And then I heard the TV turn on, and I was like, "Oh, so Kai's mom's probably home. Like I'm gonna come up and go say hi." And like I have to like bring up my dishes from breakfast anyways. Like perfect. I'm just gonna go upstairs. And I go upstairs. The TV is on, and it's on the news channel, Channel 2. Weirdly enough, this was always the channel of news I would watch at my parents' house, and it was on the Chef Brian cooking segment I would always watch with my brother.
Not
And-
Chef Brian.
Yeah, which is kind of funny, but, like, Kai's family, like, couldn't be bothered with the news. Like, they don't watch that shit. So, like, I'm looking around. The lights in the kitchen are all back on. The blinds that I had opened are now shut. and the TV's on, and I'm like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, Buddy's outside in the backyard just, like, barking at nothing. And so I'm, like, looking around, and I'm like, wait, I don't, like, see anybody, though. And so I go into the garage, I look, and I don't see any cars in the garage. So I'm like, how would they be here? I'm confused. I'm like, maybe did somebody else just, like, walk in? So I walk around the whole house, and I'm like, hello? Like, is anybody here? Is anybody here? Literally nothing. And then, like, Buddy wouldn't come back in the house for, like, another, like, 10 minutes.
See, I feel like I could
Like,
never...
how the fuck?
I feel like I could
Like-
never have a paranormal, like, experience like that because I would think someone's in the house.
Yeah, no, and I checked the whole
I would
house,
think
like,
someone's in the
because
house.
that's literally what I thought. I was like, did somebody just walk into the fucking house? Like, why is all of this shit on? Why is, like, Buddy in the backyard freaking out? Like, what's going on?
You want to know
So
what
I'm
my
like,
mom told me?
ugh.
She said that some, like, ghosts and spirits follow you around. And
I
that's
have
kind of
one.
crazy.
I have one.
That it's
weird.
like the Chef Brian segment. That's kind of crazy.
I have one for sure. And then I also, that day I was filming random videos in my room for fun, and there were just, like, orbs in the videos flying at my head. And then I walked back upstairs, and the bathroom light was randomly on. I had never turned that on. It was a lot of paranormal activity in one day, which was really fucking crazy. But I don't know if this is paranormal or not. If you guys watch this and you know anything, fucking let me know. But I always get this, like, sensation on my back that somebody's touching me. And it feels like somebody just, like, holding their hand on my back, and it doesn't stop unless if I think or say for it to stop. And I sound like a fucking schizophrenic right now. I totally realize that. Like, talk to me in real life. I swear to God, I'm not crazy. But, like, I literally get the sensation of something, like, touching my back, and it's like, I'm like, I need to talk to, like, a psychic or a medium or something for sure. So if you know one or you are one, let me know.
See, but I
please.
feel like those would also scare me at some point.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if I could do all that. Like, I don't know if, like,
Yeah.
if they could be like, oh, this person's here with you now. I'd be like, no, the fuck they're not. Like,
Pardon?
please don't be like, that's scary.
No, for real.
That
Yeah,
shit's
and that's been happening for, like,
3.
over a year now,
No.
which is crazy. But yeah, I should definitely talk to somebody about that. But it's like, I don't know. It, like, doesn't
Let us
bother
know
me
if
that
we
much.
should
It's
go
just,
get
like,
a reading.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want to see
No,
that, a
for real.
paranormal reading.
Should we do it on the podcast? Have some, like, a psychic come on the podcast?
Like, yeah, that'd be pretty fucking
That would be
sweet.
fucking awesome, actually.
That'd be sweet. I'd be scared, but
That's fine.
I'm not doing, like, crazy shit, though.
No, yeah, I get that. I just, like, want to know what's up, and it, like, doesn't really scare me that bad. I'm just, like, it gets annoying, like, it gets old. It's like, can I just, like, watch TV and, like, be alone in peace?
Seeing what's
Like,
so
it's so annoying
funny-
feeling like I'm never alone. Which also, I sound so schizophrenic.
What's so funny to me is, like, paranormal movies like that don't fucking scare me.
No.
I think they're so, like, just, like, I loved Hereditary. Like, yeah, Hereditary was scary, but, like, it was still, like, had a slight paranormal aspect to it at some point, and, like, I don't know. There was just, but it also, like, had different, like, lingering topics about it, so I feel like that also, like, was really interesting about it, and it had to do with, like, cults and shit. It was crazy. But that's so besides the point. But, like, Paranormal Activity, like, The Exorcist, like, movies like that, like, what about, like, a spirit? There's a spirit in the house, a demon in the house. That shit, like, doesn't scare me. But if that were to happen to me in real life, I would, no.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like it's more scary in real life for sure. I feel like in the movies, the only thing that gets me is the jump scare, and I'll definitely do, like, a... But, like, I'm not, like, actually scared.
But,
It's
like,
it's like I'm caught. You caught me off guard.
Yeah, that's
Good
what I'm
one.
gonna say. Like, jump scares are, like, cheap scares. It's
like, I'm
like,
not actually scared.
yeah, it's like somebody's going, ah. It's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna jump, but, like, obviously just because you just threw something at my fucking face.
Yeah, duh.
Like,
And, like, the music you put behind it, too. Have you ever fucking... This is really fun. If you watch a fucking scary movie, any scary movie, murder, like, paranormal, whatever, if you mute that shit, and, like, if you're watching it at home, mute it, and, like, go on your phone and search, like, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and, like, play that behind it instead. And it is not... Like, you watch it, and it's, like, laughable. Like, literally, the music is the only thing that, like, the, like... That's, like, the only thing that, like, adds any type of suspense. It's, like, the loud sounds and,
But
like, the creepy music.
I love watching horror movies. I like to be scared
I-
sometimes.
I don't really fuck with horror movies. I'm a comedy girl.
I
annoying.
like comedy movies too. I think they're great. But I do love a good horror movie. I think they're fucking fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, honestly, I just don't need the added anxiety.
I feel that. But I feel like there's a difference between the music adding tension versus, like, a jump scare, because
Yeah.
I feel like music tension is, like, actually, like, almost artistry in a way, and it's like you have to build up that suspense
Oh,
just
for
through
sure.
like instruments is kind of crazy.
Oh, for sure.
So it's
definitely
like that's
talent.
why I get that fucking anxiety like when that like creepy music starts coming. I'm like, god damn.
Uh-huh.
But the jump scares, they never fucking get me. I wish that they would use the creepy music to their advantage.
I'm bad with a jump scare. Gets me every time.
Gets me every single time.
It'll get me every fucking time, man. I'm the worst. I'm literally the worst.
If like I show you that like super old video on YouTube, will you be like
Oh no,
so
because I've seen
scared?
it so many times. You're talking about the car one?
Yeah.
No.
Like-
that won't get me. I've seen it too many
It's
times.
like miraculously, this is the first time you've ever seen it. You're like, holy fucking shit!
Dude, I swear to God, when that video dropped a year after that would happen, or a year after that happened, I would watch every video with so much caution, thinking there was going to be a jump scare.
There were a lot of jump scares
Yeah.
going on.
It was a jump scare era.
Yeah, the early 2000s, that was jump scare era,
Yeah.
jump scare town.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-mm.
Some just like low budget ass edit
Yeah,
too.
very
And
cheap.
It still got me every
Very
time.
cheap scares. We hate jump scares. They're
We hate
cheap.
jump scares. They're cheap.
If you're gonna do a scary movie, at least like try.
At least try.
Like if you're gonna like The Nun,
The Nun.
I was like, this is the most boring
Yeah.
fucking. I don't care.
It's like no wonder you're pushing this so hard on YouTube ads.
No, for real. I was like, this
Because it
is.
sucks.
And like, I didn't even bother seeing the second one because it
Nope.
was so bad. But guess what?
What?
The Nun is the highest grossing franchise out of all the Conjuring movies. All of them. The first one, all the Annabelles, all of them. The highest. Did you ever see The Nun?
Really? No,
Did
I didn't.
It sucked. It was boring. I didn't
But-
care for it.
Yeah, I like the Conjurings, like that. The series.
The
of
first
them.
couple, yeah, the first couple ones are good, and then I feel like once they start to like derail, I'm like, okay, I could care a little less about this kind of shit.
I saw Conjuring 1 and 2, and I think one of the other ones in the series, but I didn't see Annabelle, which was weirdly enough. I thought I would have seen it. I don't think.
I don't
ever
think I saw Annabelle either. I just thought it was like, oh, I don't fucking care about a possessed doll. Like, what is this,
Yeah.
Chucky, babe? Like, I'm.
This is Chucky.
But apparently, it's like the doll isn't possessed, and it's like there's a demon moving around the doll or something like that. But
yeah,
then
it's like a demon attached to the doll.
yeah, something like
Dude,
that.
Zach Bagans or Bagans, however the fuck you say it.
Zach banging,
Zach Bagans.
Zach
He, like,
fucking.
Zach fucking. He does this whole bit on his show where he actually interacts with the Annabelle doll, like the real one, because, or at least as far as when the show was filmed, I think it was like one of the great stepsons or something of the two, because I don't know if they're both passed. I know one of them's passed. You know, like the people from The Conjuring, like the one bishop and the lady that was like the medium or whatever. Because they had possession of the dolls, and then obviously it got passed down to someone in their family. So Zach does this thing where they do a whole bit on it, and it's like a whole hour special. And it's to the point where, like, he's, like, you can, like, see it in the episode. It, like, doesn't look fake. He's, like, almost starting to get possessed by the doll. Because, like, going into it, first of all, Zach is, like, not a, like, type of person to, like, break rules or like, sometimes he'll, like, bend rules a little bit or whatever. But if it comes to, like, his safety or the wellness of, like, him and his crew, he's not gonna, like, necessarily put that at risk. Like, he might try to, like, taunt spirits or whatever, but if, like, something is, like, a strict, like, do not do this, like, he's not gonna do it type thing.
So he's not the guy who was sitting in the bathtub. Have you seen that video? The guy who's like sitting in the bathtub. I think it might be Ghost Adventures, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm like
It might be him. I don't
my
know.
wrist like
I think his
how
show
I
is
did-"
called Ghost Adventures.
And then he's
so.
like, comes back like 10 years later. He's like, I apologize for what I said.
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, I'll have to show you later. It's
Okay,
so
but-
funny.
But anyways, the like one rule that the owner of the doll had, like his only rule was like, do not touch Annabelle. Like, don't, like, if you actually touch the doll, it's something to do with like giving the demon like more power or something that's attached to it. So like it's like a like huge, like nobody's allowed to touch it. Like when the person or the owner of the doll like even takes it out of the casing, he puts on like these huge fucking gloves to like even touch the doll. And I think they're like some sort of like rubber ass gloves that are supposed to like deflect energy, because like
So
energy is like real as
do you
fuck. It's
think
like
like possessed items are real? Like Annabelle?
yeah, no,
is
I think things can like be attached to items. I don't know if it's necessarily to the point of like it's gonna animate that thing. Like I think like of course you could have a doll and like maybe the head on it turns, but I don't think it's because the doll is necessarily like possessed. I think it's just the like whatever is attached to it is just moving it. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
using its energy to move
Yeah.
it, and that's like
I
the
was
one thing it
just
attaches
not
itself
interested
to.
in the movies.
Yeah.
The original doll, I feel like, also just has like the like Raggedy Ann doll, like just looks way scarier than like
Yeah.
the porcelain fuck they
Yeah.
ended up with. It
Yeah.
reminded me of The Boy. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've ever seen The Boy, but that movie's
I
kind
think I
of.
saw it, yeah. Where like
It's-
that doll lives in the walls, and then it like, or it's that doll, but then that guy lives in the walls, and he was the one moving it the whole time, and she
Yeah.
thought it was possessed. And it was like the
Yeah.
little boy never died; he was just living in the walls. The whole time.
Yeah.
That was That. Sorry if I spoiled that for you.
I was about to say spoiler warning, but fuck it. That's just.
It's not that. It's honestly crazy, but it's like.
It's a bad movie. First of all, the movie's really bad.
Especially the end, like when he comes out as an adult, like you know what I mean. He comes out of the walls
Yeah,
as an
like,
adult. And
busts
he's
out
like really
the wall.
weirdly like hairy. It was like just the I don't know. It was like
I
the
was
way they
like,
portrayed him. I was
What
like,
the
what
fuck? No, I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Mhm.
And it's like, yeah, that's scary. Like, oh, there's someone in the walls, but it's also like, okay, like, so
Mhm.
you mean to tell me this dude was, you know how thin walls are? Like, yeah, old
Yeah.
houses like have thicker walls, but you mean to tell me he was like,
Oh no, and there's like a whole like all these different areas for him to completely live in, and like I don't buy it. I don't buy it. But anyway, with the thing with Zach Bagans, he like they start doing the thing where they get the doll out and they're like trying to pick up voices through their like spirit
so they did
box.
take out the doll?
Yeah, they took out the doll for Zach
Oh.
and them to like put in a room in Zach's
Oh, but Zach didn't touch it.
no, that's where it comes in. That's like wait, I'm getting there. So they set Annabelle on the chair and they're being like, Kate, try to like kind of stay further away from you. She like has a tendency to like lure people in, or the demon or whatever has a tendency to like lure people into the doll, and so it's like that's why it's very strict. Like don't touch her, don't get near her. Just try to talk into the room, communicate, and then the spirit boxes will like spit out the words or whatever. I don't remember necessarily what words are being spit out in the spirit boxes, but Zach kept like slowly getting closer to Annabelle. And he kept saying like weird, like outlandish shit, being like, I'm feeling like connected to her. Like, I feel like we're close. Like, he was like just like starting to say weird out of pocket shit. Then he like goes up to the doll and like touches it. And then immediately the owner of the doll was like, nope, like we have to shut this entire thing down. Like, you touched it. Like, absolutely not. And they like shut the whole fucking thing down. And then I think Zach said something along the lines of like, it was like he remembered doing it, but it was almost like a blackout of him doing it, and it almost like felt like he like didn't have control or something when he like went up to Annabelle and like touched the doll. But then I've also heard another story about Annabelle where it was like back in the day when that couple, like the bishop and the psychic, they had their like museum. They would like let people come in and tour all the like mystical items they had from their like adventures of like ghost hunting or whatever. And a girlfriend and a boyfriend came in, and the boyfriend was just kind of laughing at all of it, and he like went up to Annabelle's like the cage she was in, or like the box, because it was like clear glass, and he like pounded on it, and he was like, this shit's fucking stupid, like this is so dumb, this is so fake. And like literally that day he died on his motorcycle, like in a huge fucking crash. Like crazy. Like that doll I guess is crazy, but which is also not good that I'm talking about it, because I'm just like feeding it energy. Which is, like, exactly what I'm doing. Like, all of my words are energy, and I'm just feeding it right now, so maybe I should shut the fuck up,
But she's far away. She's fine.
we're good.
She's fine.
I'm good.
She's fine.
I'm good.
See, I don't know if I believe shows like Ghost Adventures. I think they're kind of silly.
I feel like they definitely have to do certain things to be, like, to make it a show and to make it good, but I also feel like there's a little bit of it where it seems real. Like, the episode with Annabelle, I don't know, Zach seemed really fucking weird. I don't know if he was acting or not. I'm not gonna sit here and, like, die on the hill of being like, no, it was real. But, like, seemed fishy. Seemed sketch.
Seems sus.
Seemed really sus.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
I
Not
don't
down.
like see since I've like never experienced things like that. I don't know if but I also don't know if I want to like believe it. I like would never like it would be cool to like maybe go to like New Orleans and like do a tour. Like I would like do a tour or something, but I would never like go out of my way and like try and
get
like
activity out of
communicate
spirits,
and like fuck with like a spirit like that, bro. And, like
Yeah.
even if it on the off chance that it might be real, that's
yeah. No, for real, I don't even need to fuck with it.
no serious. I'm like,
Like, it
that's
just ends up happening, so it's like, I'm good.
no. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I'll take a tour, yeah, but I'm not gonna be up on the glass like tippity tapping and fucking
Yeah.
trying to get some sort of like
Yeah, no.
content is not that
No.
not that crazy, like not worth
No.
trauma for me like that.
Hey, dude,
That's
Zach Bagans
that
has
would
a
fuck me
fuck
up.
ton of seasons of him going to
That would
haunted
fuck me up.
places. He's been to Utah a ton of times, too.
didn't he do one at like the Saltaire, the Great Saltaire?
I think so. I know he did one. I think it was either like Fear Factor.
Asylum 49.
Yeah, and Asylum 49. I think he did one at both.
My friend in middle school, my best friend, her uncle owned that place.
Really?
And it like apparently like actually is haunted.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
But like
that,
I'm
too.
way too pussed to go. And like I like being scared, like I said, but also like at that point it's like again, I'm not gonna go put myself in a way of something like that. And it's
Yeah.
like also the shit that they're allowed to do to you is like kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, no.
They can like
thanks.
lock you in a box by yourself
Nope.
for an hour. Like they can like actually touch you. I'm like, no, I don't want to be fucking touched.
Yeah, at that point now I'm just
like-
pissed off. No, don't
Yeah,
touch
like
me.
that shit just
Nope.
pissed me off. And then you like
Mhm.
aren't allowed to touch them back. And it's like I'm gonna start a fight.
No. It's like no, if you get to assault me, I get to assault you. I don't care what I sign.
They like can
Fuck
lock you in a box or like
Ew.
strap you to like a gurney, like and leave you there, take you away from your whole group. It's like
Nope.
it's like
And then you
that's-
can't fight back. You just have to be like, oh, they chose me. It looks like this is my no. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
And my friend told me they
Ew.
like to pick out the one who like looks the most scared. And like they'll like take you from behind. They like
Yeah.
won't even like fucking like they'll like try and
Yeah.
be sneaky about it and they'll just like come up behind you like you're getting kidnapped, bitch. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
no thanks. That sounds just
No.
like extra trauma I don't need.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like so you have to like
Yeah,
sign a
thanks.
waiver and everything. Obviously you can't hit them and you can't sue them or anything like that. But I'm like, this is a couple steps away from that Hell
Yeah.
House LLC,
Yeah, that shit's
wherever it's like
psycho.
they were straight up torturing people. It's
I know what you're
like
talking about.
if you fucking stay here for this amount of time, like I'll give you $50,000.
And then they get to like be on the YouTube channel and everything.
Yeah.
Shit's disgusting. Yeah, no thanks.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
like, see, I'm not gonna go and like put myself in that kind of way. Like, if a place is like haunted, I might do a tour.
Mhm.
But if you're like trying to spook me and trying to like catch me off guard in a place
Yeah.
like that, you done fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I will either be fighting back or like dipping.
Oh, for sure.
like,
for
dipping.
sure.
I'm a runner.
Yeah.
I'm a track star.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
I'm a runner, I'm a track star. The dash is digi, the schedule busy. I'm
my
fucking
head.
out.
Consider my head in a hoodie and consider my shorty a goodie.
Yeah.
Life is
Yeah.
not amazing if I'm running like that, though.
Not what it should be.
No.
Honestly, I kind of agree with this. This one podcaster I listened to, she was saying how she wanted to, like, and for a minute she was, like, completely boycotting haunted houses in general. And it sounds stupid at first, but then, like, when you go into her reasoning, I kind of agree with it. And I think it makes sense only in this sense, but obviously they're not gonna, like, all get shut down. But, like, imagine if you were getting, like, stalked by somebody or, like, there's some, like, psycho that's, like, in the haunted house. And, like, say if an actual crime is being happened, like, somebody's being assaulted or, like, killed or something, you wouldn't
Yeah.
know the fucking difference
Yeah.
between if it was the attraction or if it was, like, the sounds playing on in the back or if it was real fucking life. Like,
Do you
at
think that
that
shit,
point,
like,
all the evidence is
happens?
trampled over, too.
Do you think that shit, like,
I
happens
guarantee
a
you
lot?
it does.
I'm sure it happens, yeah, but do you think that, like, happens a lot?
I don't know if it happens a lot, but that's just what's scary too, because then it could literally
Like,
be
the
like
thought
your
of it
dead
happening is
body or
crazy,
something,
yeah.
a part of you that's like been severed off. This is like obviously like worst case scenario, and then like people think it's literally a part of the haunted house. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like a dead body. Oh my god, a fake arm.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, blood everywhere. It's
These
a part of the
effects
attraction.
suck.
Yeah, yeah. No, these effects suck.
You're, like, leaking fucking, like...
No, for real.
I
And
don't-
then
I
the
feel like
then the crime scene's all fucked
Yeah,
with too. At that
I feel like
point.
at some point, though, like, the human body... TMI is maybe like a trigger warning, contains a lot of blood.
Yeah.
So I feel like at some point, like, someone might come across it and be like, yo.
I feel like kids are stupid though. I feel like they'd be like, oh, that's just a lot of blood. Like, why would they do that?
Or
much?
they might think it's somebody dressed up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then, like, we'll pop up and scare them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like at that point, you don't even know if,
Oh.
like, which part of it is, like, a part of the haunted house bit and which
Yeah.
part of it could
And see,
be
that's,
real.
like, always kind of been a fear. And I think, like, people do, like, if there's not a horror movie on it, there should be.
There should be.
Because that shit is, like, a real legitimate
We just gave
fear.
them a good idea. Fuck off. No, you gotta pay us
You gotta
for that.
pay me for that. Trademarked.
Yep, that was our idea first.
Suck my
so-
ass, bitch.
Yep.
But, like, I get it, yeah.
I feel like it's, like, low-key scary. And I haven't been to haunted houses since, like, middle school, and I, like, don't plan on spending money to go back.
Yeah, I think the last time I went to a haunted house was it was, I think, for my 20th birthday, whenever I just, like, went to Lagoon with Wyatt, and we were just, like...
Oh, like the Frightmares.
We, like,
and
happened
shit.
to be there, and I was like, fuck it, like, let's go through, and we were just... But those, like, obviously aren't fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just doing
I
dick
love that
around.
we're doing a Halloween episode right now, but it's fine.
I know. It's
Sorry,
almost...
guys.
It's... Oh my god, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, I love that movie.
It's a fantastic film.
Also, I hate Frightmares at Lagoon. If you're a Utah, and I hate Lagoon also, but like, especially Frightmares, I hate the smell of that fake fucking smoke.
Oh, the fake smoke.
I hate the people coming up to me.
everywhere.
I hate it.
I
hate
kind of
the actors.
I
there.
kind of love it. I kind of love when
I
I
hate
kind
it.
of want to go to Halloween Horror Nights. I love when like the people come up and they're like, rah, because then I like go back to them and I'm like, rah. It's fun.
Which is funny because I can't get behind it. I'm annoying.
I love.
I don't
it.
like extra stress. My body and my brain can't take it. That's why I like love comedy. Like I hate horror shit. Other than like a few things, like I do fuck with the Conjurings and shit, but I'm just the worst. It's the overall conclusion.
Oh my god.
I'm
The
just-
consensus.
The overall consensus
Oh my
is that
God.
I just am the worst, unfortunately.
You just don't like horror movies. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
I love like the whole
Yeah.
fuck. I like when people like come up to you and try to be scary about it too. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm like, you are 17. Like,
You're
this is so
here.
funny.
I
Like,
know.
keep going. Let's
The only
keep going. This is great.
The only thing is with the like actors that come up to you, like at Frightmares or other places that do that where they have like scary actors coming up to you, I'm the worst with jump scares. So then they get me. And
I was
it's
about to say,
fucked,
so they actually
dude.
get you?
And then I can't play the like don't fuck with me vibe. Like the like hard ass. Like I can't play that fucking character anymore.
I mean, if
because they've already
someone-
got me.
If someone happens to come up and get me, I'm just like, oh, I'm like, oh, you got me. Like,
but some
bitch,
of
you got
them
me.
would get like in my face.
That's
But,
when you
like-
get back in their face. You gotta be crazier than them.
But like they were so far in my face where if like I try to get in their face now our faces are touching and that's gross.
And you give them a kiss.
That's disgusting. All the makeup. No.
You get close to their face, they'd back up.
You
Like,
think
what-
so?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was this one guy that yelled at us, like it was like one of the actors, and he was like screaming, being like ah, like trying to be scary, and his breath stunk so bad. We were all just like, babe, you need a mint. We literally all like get mints
Oh.
because it was so bad though. And you're just like, and also if you're screaming that close to my face and everybody's face, where we can smell your breath.
Yeah, you're too close.
Yeah, maybe
you're too close.
Maybe refrain.
Maybe maybe save the bit for tomorrow night and like
Yeah.
do like the other bit, like the
Yeah.
other gag. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, you go ahead and save that one.
Put it in the back pocket.
Go ahead and help that real quick. Really quickly, I did want to talk about the fucking. We got a response or a reply.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, we got a
fuck.
reply in our anonymous submissions. Keep sending those in, by the way, so because they're so fucking much fun. But somebody asked, they said, "Is it true that you had a bomb threat at senior service project?" So a little bit of backstory on that. To graduate from Juan Diego, you had to do a senior service project. And so in the month of January, for an entire week, all of the seniors would go to a designated location somewhere around Utah and you'd do volunteering. Whether it was like a soup kitchen, working with old people, working with kids, like whatever the fuck it may be, you had to volunteer, you had to do it for a week, you had to do the hours, and if you didn't do the hours, you would have to make them up on your own time without like anybody from your school being
Yeah,
there.
outside of school.
Yeah, you do
hours.
outside of school. And that shit was like, no, I'm not fucking doing that. So, at my senior service project, I got sent to a school that was, I think it's, I want to say this correctly, and if I'm not, please just correct me, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm pretty sure it's just special needs children. I think that's how you say it,
Yeah,
special
they're
needs
just
children. But
special.
it was a school that was like specifically for special needs children. And I'm only bringing that up, and it's gonna make sense in like a second. I'm not saying that to like be an asshole. It like does make part in the story, like does make sense.
It is a crucial
Yeah.
part in the story,
Yeah,
believe it
it's
or
a
not.
crucial part.
Okay.
Crucial part. So we're all sitting in class with the kids, like trying to help the teachers, just doing whatever it may be, and all over the intercoms, like we just hear like this, like we're having a bomb threat, like this is a bomb threat, like this is not a drill, we all have to evacuate. And so like we're all in a scramble. It's winter because it's January. And we all have to scramble to get like the coats on all of these children.
This isn't funny, by the way. Like, obviously, in like looking back on it now, it's really fucking funny. But in the time, it was probably really scary.
Yeah, no, it was definitely scary.
Yeah, I remember getting texts like from Venice and like from our like other we had a mutual friend who like had it was in the same group as you, and like I'm pretty sure I had gotten a text from her. She was like, there's just a bomb threat, and I wasn't like allowed to have my phone at my senior service project, so I was like, is that real? And I was like asking her, I was like, did you hear about the bomb threat? They're like, yeah, like so and so just texted me about it. I was like, shut the fuck up.
So fucking crazy. So luckily, because we're in the grand state of Utah, there's a Mormon church on every corner of every road. So there happened to be a Mormon church like right next to the school, like within walking distance. I'd say like maybe a half block-ish. I don't know. It was a fair chunk of walking, to say the least. It wasn't like too bad, but it wasn't like, oh, this is an easy walk. Okay. Anywho,
this is gonna be a breeze.
This is gonna be a breeze. Anyways, so this school of special needs students has children ranging from like, I would say like 3 and 4 all the way up to like 18, 19. So what this means is that every single able-bodied person has to literally be carrying like 2 kids on their arm, because we're trying to like kind of hurry and like walk these kids, and a lot of them, of course, like don't have the best walking abilities. You can't just be like, okay, let's all shuffle down and walk down to the church. Like, no, we all have to like help carry these kids. A lot of them had to get wagoned in wagons because they can't walk distances like that.
Yeah,
like that's just what it is.
And that's kind of crazy that that's their plan of action.
Yep.
That's put them in wagons, haul them off. It's like, holy shit,
like,
we don't have a better plan of action. Like, we should fucking figure something out.
Yeah, no, like the first time when I walked there, I had 2 kids on my arm, and then like walking back to the school from the church, like once everything was cleared, which I'll get into, I had to have like, I think I was pulling like a wagon and like had maybe another kid on my arm. Like we were all very much kitted up trying to fucking get these kids to this church. But anyways, one of our teachers had the fucking audacity, and I'm pretty sure I still have this video, but, and yeah, she sent it to us. I don't even fucking care if you guys figure out who it is, but she's fucking, and while we're all like struggling to carry these kids, get them to this church safely, because we're literally in an active bomb threat, like serious shit, she has her phone up just like this, and she's just filming everyone. She's like, bomb threat. Hey guys, we're in the middle of an active bomb threat here at SSP, Senior Service Project. And yep, these are all of our kids lined up and we're heading over to the church. This is currently an active bomb threat. This is what we're doing here. Like literally, and I shit you not, it was like a 2-minute video of her doing that. And the entire time, didn't grab a single fucking kid. And she was like the head teacher that was supposed to take care of all of us, like 15 seniors that were volunteering at this place or something. And she's literally not helping a single fucking person. We were all like kind of in a rush trying to get these kids over there safe. All of us have like 2 to 3 kids on us.
She's also
a
grown woman.
Yeah.
Like, do something.
Yeah. Like, you're a grown woman and you can't help out. You're straight up on your phone filming. Just being like, bomb threat.
Okay, who does she think?
Active bomb threat. Are you fucking
I would have been like, babe, you're not Anne Frank. Like, nobody's gonna fucking like look at this and be like, oh, so this is what happened. Like, this is our first piece of evidence.
And then she had the audacity to send them to us in the group B chat.
Which is crazy.
I wonder if I could like pull it up. I don't know if I should play the audio. I just want to see if I have it. Because I still have group me.
That's crazy. Sending the video out. First of all, taking the video in general.
Right here.
Shut the fuck up. You're gonna have to show me after this. I'll show them to you after. Because I'm gonna.
There's pictures too of like all of us. Like we all are like struggling to have like multiple kids with us.
In the snow.
In the snow. We're trekking kids in the fucking snow. Oh my god, okay, if you're in the YouTube version, you can see this. There's, like, not really any faces, but, like, literally, like, trekking in the fucking snow.
Like pioneers.
Yeah, like literal pioneers.
Hauling children.
Hauling children in wagons on our arms, trying to get them there safely, and what is she doing? Not a fucking goddamn thing.
She's
taking pictures. Taking pictures and vids. Gotta snap like the moment.
She's like the people who like, you know, like how there's like pictures of wars and shit like that and people fighting in wars. Mm-hmm. She like has the press vest on.
Like, yeah. For real. She's like with Fox 13 News live.
Coming to you live.
But yeah, then we got all the kids there to the church safe. Me and I want to say her name. But, like, I don't want. I was, like, gonna say what we did. I'm just gonna fucking say it. I don't even care. Me and Ivy, we both were, like, literally thought we were gonna die. This is before we thought we knew anything was gonna happen. Okay. We were like, is this
Like,
a real bomb
This
threat?
is the last
And,
day
like,
of my life.
and it's like, it wasn't the most fucking stealthy thing, an entire school walking over to a church. Like, it was probably pretty obvious we switched the locations there, okay? Not the most stealthy thing in the book.
No, I think I
So-
think you guys were pretty undercover. I don't think anybody was the wiser.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was. So me and Ivy just straight up went into the bathroom and ripped a vape, and we were like, I love you, dude. We were like, this could be our last moments. And then we, like, walked out of the bathroom, and then it was, like, an hour. I think it was, like, 2 hours or an hour later or something. They were like, oh, like, it's been cleared. Ended up being, like, a prank call, or, like, some random just, like, called in and just, like, wanted to
When you
fuck around.
when you prank a school by calling in a fucking bomb
Yeah,
threat.
when you prank a freaking special needs
Gone sexual.
school, too.
Oh, I didn't mean
No,
for you
no,
to
you're
say that whenever you were saying that.
No, I know. No, you're
Bombing
fine.
a school prank.
Bomb
gone
threat.
sexual.
Bomb threat gone sexual. Run up.
Dude, fucking.
What are you gonna do? But yes, we did have a bomb threat. That did happen. It was a real thing. We were good though. Didn't happen. We ended up being fine.
Everyone's fine.
Yeah. Shout out to Ivy for being my girl throughout senior service project. Shit was ass.
That was honestly so fucking crazy.
Yeah, it might have been one of the worst weeks of my life. And I'm not saying, like, just because of, like, that. It was also because of, like, shit going on at home. But everything just tied in
Yeah.
together. It was a fucking whirlwind of a week.
It was like a Twilight Zone
Mhm.
type of week. It was like, damn, all this shit's happening at once. Like, you
Mhm.
guys didn't want to fucking.
Yeah, I have more
Space the
stories
shit
from that
out.
week, so stay tuned. Like,
Yeah.
tons more. Like, the amount of stories I have from that week are wild.
My stories are kind of boring. My stories are fine. I had a kind of mid senior service project. It was great.
Mhm. Well, I'm just saying, like, the entirety of the week.
Oh,
and,
the
like,
week
shit
was
that happened.
that week was crazy.
Wild.
That week was a crazy
tuned.
week. Stay tuned, everybody.
You should talk about your snowplow story really quick before we bounce out.
Oh fuck. So today I had to call the city of Utah and like be like, where the fuck are y'all snowplows? So it was snowing all night. It was our first snow. Thanksgiving.
First real snow, yeah.
The first real snow, like Thanksgiving night into
Black
Friday
Friday.
day. And it had obviously been snowing all night, and I'm not gonna drop where Wyatt rigs because I might get sued.
That's fine.
But he has to like drive kind of
Yeah.
a ways away.
Not an easy one.
No. So he calls me this morning and he's at a gas station and he like just going down the street, like going to a stoplight, his car was sliding. He couldn't.
Like, that much ice on the
Yeah.
road? Oh,
And last year he
fuck.
got in a car accident. Like he had like hit a bank of snow on the highway. So it's like, that's the last thing I want him to
Too much
fucking
trauma
do.
already, yeah.
Yeah. So he's calling me. He's like, I don't know what to do. Like there aren't any plows out. This, that, and the third. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and like figure something out. So I'm kind of freaking out. I go upstairs. I check if my brother's home, which he has a truck, but also like his tires are like mid, and I wouldn't feel good about that. Also, he like was asleep. What the fuck, Preston? What if I like was dying? You're lucky.
You're lucky.
Anywho, so that just like wasn't an option this morning. I was just trying to find other options. We were on the phone and I find the number for like the Utah like state plows, because that's a thing. If you're in a state that snows a fuck ton, like the state does state plows. They have to plow the fucking like highway, bitch. You have
Duh.
to. And like main roads like State Street, like you
and,
have
like,
to.
salt them and shit.
Yeah, you have to. And salt them.
Because of the ice, yeah. They get really bad.
Oh, just wait till I get to the salt, babe.
No,
So
just wait.
he calls them, like a couple minutes go by. He ends up like FaceTiming me again. He's still at the gas station. And I'm like trying to like find the map of all the snowplows and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I see one blue dot, which like indicates the snowplows on the opposite of the Salt Lake City highway. Like
Oh my
in some
God.
like random fucking like side street.
Oh, good.
So I was like, that's pretty sweet. So I'm talking to him, I'm calling him back, and he's like, this is like so fucking annoying. They said they're not gonna send out any plows. And I was like hell they aren't. So I'm
What
like,
the
I'm gonna
fuck?
fucking call these guys, like, you just sit pretty, babe.
You just
Sit pretty, baby. Like, I'm on this.
Mama's on this, baby.
I'm on
Yeah.
this. So I end up calling him, and this fucking, if you're listening, this bitch of a fucking operator answers the phone. So I'm talking to he's a male bitch.
Oh,
the worst kind.
Worst kind. Here we go.
So I'm talking to him on the phone. I'm like, hey, so it's been like, and I'm like kind of frantic because, bitch, it's early and I'm tired. I just got woken up like this. Like, I hate waking up to this. Wyatt's telling me he's going to try and send it and just try and drive in the snow like this. I'm like, please just wait.
Yeah.
So I call him and I'm like, so what's the deal? Like, what are we doing? Where are the snowplows this morning? Like, it's been snowing all night. Like, I really, like, we're going to need some snowplows out. Like, what's the plan of action?
Yeah.
He tells me, oh, we're not sending out any plows today. And I'm like,
the first snow of the year. Makes sense.
I'm like, we're not, why not? Like, it's been snowing all night into the day. Like, so then I'm like, okay, well, are people gonna salt the roads? And this guy tells me straight up, this is what he says, word for word, this is verbatim. It would be a waste of salt if we salted the roads.
What the? How? How?
I was
They're
like,
literally already frozen over. Like, you're putting people in danger already. How the fuck is that a waste?
that, but I was like, where are we right now?
Yeah.
I was
Like, riddle me that.
where are we? Oh, we're in Pepper Lake City? Oh! We're in salt. I was like, there's a fucking salt factory downtown. Like, I don't understand a waste of salt. I was like,
We have a plethora of salt.
a plethora of salt. No, literally, I was like, what? I was like,
Pardon?
I was so taken aback by that. I was like, excuse me? Like, a waste of salt? Like, did you really just say that? He's like, that's what my supervisor told me this morning. And I was like, okay. Like, I was like, you better call your supervisor. Like, fucking, before I do. I'll find him. It was easy. It was this easy for me to find fucking this number. I can find the supervisor's number. Like,
For sure.
I was mad. And then he was like, just being such an ass. And he's like, well, that's what my supervisor said. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I hope you have a fucking good day. Like, have a great fucking day. Like, you're such a nice dude. Have a great day.
Yeah.
And
What a
then,
fucking asshole.
like, 15 minutes later, plows went down the road.
Good.
And I was like, well, I
As
can
they
guarantee
should.
that Wyatt and I weren't the only ones calling and complaining.
Guaranteed.
Because, also, newsflash, Wyatt's not the only fucking person getting off at 8 in the morning.
Oh no, there's other people that work or have to go to work.
Like the graveyard shift, like, there are other people so, fuck all the nurses, fuck doctors, fuck gas station clerks, fuck, like, people who, like, work at a 24-hour McDonald's, like, fuck literally anybody who works downtown.
If you need to drive at 8 a.m.
If you need to drive at 8 a.m., fuck you, because salt's it's a waste of salt. And I was like,
ridiculous.
I was like, to make sure somebody drives safe, that's never a waste of anything.
Yeah, no, that is...
Like, that is the most insane thing that a Utah official has ever said to me.
And it's like, bro, we pay for this, so...
That part. I was like...
lay it down.
I was like, no, you're gonna salt those roads.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah, no, you're gonna fucking... I'll keep calling.
No, and I was just...
I'll hire my troops to call,
I was
too.
literally about to call again, and then Wyatt, like, called me. He was like, I just saw a plow go down the road. Like, I saw
Thank
some
God.
salt spin out of the back of its truck, so I'm gonna try and make it to the highway. I was like, okay, but if you get in a car accident, I'm gonna be blowing up this fucking line. Because you can't apparently sue the state of Utah for it, but I'm still gonna be blowing up their fucking line.
Duh.
And I'm gonna sue the snowplows for not plowing the snow.
Duh.
Like, I'll sue them. I don't have to sue the whole
fuck
state,
that.
but
That's
fuck
literally
you
a safety
guys.
issue.
No,
They're
exactly.
so big on safety.
No,
It's like, that's
exactly.
literally a
It's
safety
crazy.
issue.
It's crazy.
Fuck
A
them.
waste of salt. I was like, you can lick my fucking
It's like,
ass.
you're a waste of existence, too.
That's what my mom said. That's literally
Look
what
at
my mom
you.
said. She's like, you're a waste of fucking space.
Yeah. Like, pick somebody to do the job better. Like, I don't know. Fucking care a little bit. I
My
don't know.
supervisor said this. Well, your supervisor is a fucking idiot. And you should both be fired.
Yeah, honestly.
You should both fucking not be in charge of, like, getting to dictate whether the roads are safe or not. Yikes.
Yeah, no, that's not
Yikes. You're in charge?
good. Yeah,
Yikes.
that's not good.
No.
Nope. Get him out.
So,
Fire 'em.
fuck you.
Fire 'em.
Don't make me mad like that ever again. And I will call again and again and again if you ever play with me like that. Because, first of all, talk to me correctly. If I'm, like, clearly distressed on the other line, I'm like, so what are we going to do? Like, what's the plan?
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to do? Like, I'm worried, like, people are stuck up there right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally not just Wyatt. People
Yeah.
are stuck.
Yeah, it's not just one person, babe.
He's like,
They're like, "Oh, it's
I
not
don't
in the
know.
budget, sorry, it's
I
way
don't know.
away, sorry. It's like, dude, fuck
Yeah,
you.
we're not planning on sending any out today.
Fuck off with
I was
that.
like, and for what reason?
Yeah, no.
It snowed. So
It's like, that's not safe.
that's the
Yeah.
whole reason why we have plows.
Mm-hmm.
To move the fucking snow.
That's
That's the job. That's the point.
That's why you guys exist in the entirety. Like, in your entirety, the reason you exist is because when it snows. And what did it do? Snow.
And the
So,
amount of
figure it out.
plowers there are in Utah, and like, because it snows a lot here sometimes. There are so many fucking plowers in Utah. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
so you can't tell me you can't call up, what, 15 of them?
Yeah.
Since it's not that bad. Oh, and he told me, he's like, well, in like an hour or two, the sun should come out and
Okay.
melt the snow. And I said, okay, but it's not. So what are we
Yeah.
gonna do?
Like, people need to get home. They don't have
Yeah, I was like,
2 hours to wait around
was
in
like,
a gas station parking
no.
lot for the roads to get better. Sorry.
I was like, that's not a fucking option, waiting for the sun to come out.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like, okay, fucking Annie, the sun is not coming out tomorrow, babe. Like, and
Get a
guess
grip.
what? The sun didn't come out at all today. The sky's been gray
Nope.
all day long.
Yep.
I was like, so your plan of action is to let the sun hit it and melt it. I was like, what about the wind blowing the fucking fresh snow from the sidewalk and just in general onto the street?
It's not how it works. You
I'm
just-
actually a moron, and that's not how it works.
It would-
Dude, the sun is literally beating down.
Yeah.
You're such an
Yeah.
idiot.
It's still summer, so the sun will just come
You're right.
out and melt it.
We're actually in Australia right now, so it's like the opposite. It's like different hemispheres.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I was like, you're
It
such
would
a
have just been a waste
fucking...
of salt, time, and money.
Yeah,
Stupid.
true. Stupid idiot. I'm such a
Stupid.
stupid girl. I'm such a stupid
You're
fucking...
really so fucking stupid. You
Ugh.
shouldn't have even called.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And they got an earful from me, bitch.
Good.
They got an earful from
good.
me. And I'll do it again. Do
Do
not.
it again.
Because, like, girl, playing with everybody like that.
Yeah. That's
Everyone's
enough.
fucking time.
That's enough.
And then eventually, like, I did get better throughout the day. And, like, the roads dried. But it's like...
But you need
So
to do
you
it when
s-
it needs to be done.
Yeah, I was like, you said fuck everybody. And then I was, like, reading the, like, thing online. Because it, was, like, has a priority list.
Mm-hmm.
Emergency lanes, highways, hospitals, like anything like like for that has to do with like
Getting people to get
Getting-
places safely.
getting places safely. Yeah.
Nope.
For that was the top of the priority list.
They're like, nope, shut it
And
down.
it's
We're
like-
not sending people out.
Yeah, it's like highways are the top, like then like State Street and shit like that is like in the middle, and then like neighborhoods are obviously
Mhm.
last.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, so where's the priority?
They're
You
like,
told me it's a priority.
they're like, actually, our priority is Black Friday shopping.
They're like
baby."
all of our plowers are actually currently they plowed all the snow in front of somewhere just so they could like camp out on Black Friday and
Yep.
block everybody else.
Yep.
Just fuck you guys. Fuck us.
Real.
Fuck me. Oh.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
actually,
you don't get a plowed road.
They're like, actually we're waiting in line to get more salt for Black Friday. They're having a huge salt sale.
Yeah, huge
Huge
sale.
salt sale. Can't miss it up. It would be a waste.
Buying it in bulk.
Buying it in bulk, so then it won't be a waste.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Well, that's fucking stupid. Well, at least everything was good and you got home
Yeah,
safe.
he definitely got home safe. Everything ended up fine, but girl, Utah,
Get
don't
it the
piss
fuck
me
together.
off.
Yeah, you guys be
Like
pissing us off.
that's
Stop.
that's your official. That's the person you want people to call
Yeah.
when there's an issue. Yikes. Yikes. Yuck.
Yikes. Like, if I was having issues, I'd call Ghostbusters.
No, seriously.
I called them. They're on their way tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
What
Ghostbusters will be here tomorrow.
the fuck? Oh my god. Well, shit. We've been going
Yeah,
for
we've
an
been going for
hour.
an
Fuck. I guess we're
I guess,
done
yeah.
for tonight.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. So much fucking love. If you guys want to follow us on Instagram or social media, they're all in the description below. At Femme Fiasco Pod. Go submit stuff to the Google form for fun.
Watch our other videos.
Yeah, watch our other videos.
Check out all of our content.
Send our podcast to your friends, your family,
Your friends, family,
neighbors, uncles,
dogs, your neighbor's dog.
your doctor, your gynecologist, whoever's interested.
Your doctor's gynecologist.
Yep.
Everybody.
everybody.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you guys again. Love you. Bye.
Bye.